Right, we've got South Africa playing against Colombia in Court B. Down here in Sheffield, or up here in Sheffield. Lovely weather outside for us Africans. You're always grateful of rain. Right, here we've got Pamela McCall, the chief, the head coach, with Jean Bester, the assistant coach. Eleanor de Kok, the captain. Helen van Rijn, the vice captain. Lisa van Rijn, number 2. Ilana Meyer, number 3. Olivia Langston, number 4. Roxanne Cronier, number 5. Callista Pike, number 6. Number 7, Keandra Langston. Number 10, Marine Graaf. And number 13, Nicole Smith. Michelle Joyce sitting out for this one, as you can only have 10 players in the team. Most teams bring 12 players, and then they rotate depending on the call made by the coaches who will be in the water, unless you really are sick or not feeling well. But this game, Michelle will be sitting out. I can tell you all back in South Africa that the South African teams are looking good. They're eating well, they're sleeping well. Linda Stevens done an excellent job. We are privileged to be here, waiting for Pool B to start. South Africa against Colombia. Always good games to watch. We've got some exceptional players playing in this tournament. If you have the time and you can get away, try and watch these games. Is this Court B? Yeah, it's Court B. South Africa against Colombia. Refs' hands are up, we're ready, and off they go. 15 minutes per half. And South Africa they stick onto the puck first. You'll see a much different game here. Much quicker, as these players are on elite level, so it's a quick game. Much tighter, usually not so flowing as the under 19 games are. A lot of skill, you'll see a lot of skill in these under 24 players, as most of these players have been playing under 19 league and been to Worlds 2 or 3 times, like Eleanor de Kok and Helen van Rijn and Elisa, Olivia, Callista, Keandra, Marine, Nicole. They've all been to Worlds before. So South Africa playing white against the black team from, no, South Africa is black. South Africa playing black against New Zealand, against Colombia. That is a penalty and a penalty goal. Right, South Africa leading 1-0. Playing black against Colombia white. And the 13 minutes left in the first minute and a half. South Africa hard on attack, putting pressure on Colombia and forcing them to make an infringement and a penalty goal, as we start with New Zealand, Colombia. I'm just getting mixed up there, the 19 goals. Colombia white playing South Africa. Colombia very quick down to get onto that puck, swimming hard, with an infringement being called by the refs. And infringement called against South Africa. The Colombians will come hard at South Africa. They won't take that goal sitting down. They will not accept that, as they swim hard straight down the middle, putting a lot of pressure on South Africa. Puck coming out to the side, back into the middle again. South Africa intercepts the puck, swimming straight down the middle of Colombia again, keeping possession, as we see a beautiful intercept here by Colombia, coming back at South Africa, not taking that, hands down, and South Africa again getting that stick onto the puck again, infringement being called. Sometimes the players get very frustrated, as they think, I'm just flowing, I'm just doing well for my team, and then infringement get called, as these refs, some of them have got very good eyes. Sometimes you think, does the ref see these infringements? All well-trained refs, 3 in the water, so one should see the infringement, as the advantage goes to Colombia, playing straight in the middle, trying to put pressure on the South African backs, and still coming. Well done, Colombia, as they come into the South African half on the 6 meter line. Puck gets taken out wide by South Africa. Colombia gets it back, putting pressure on South Africa. South Africa need to get bodies down at the bottom, as we have Colombia and South Africa's half putting a lot of pressure on the South African defence. Infringement called against Colombia. Right, South Africa 1-0 up with a penalty goal in the first minute and a half of this game in Court B in Pond Forge in Sheffield. Down they go. South Africa getting their hands on the puck, swinging it out wide. Beautiful play here. Oh, who is that? Number 10. Lovely Marine Graaf, swimming very hard. And 45 to the wall, number 7 there. Beautiful play by number 7 from South Africa, Keandra Langston. Keandra being if you see her, you think, how the heck can this small little girl play such good hockey? Good interception by Colombia as they intercept the puck, swim it straight into the back of their corner, giving them opportunity to regroup as the Colombians are far away from their substitution box. They need to regroup here as South Africa are on the attack corner. Right, so what happens there with that call is that you can take the puck into your corner. The second player must make a positive what's that call now? Must make a positive movement to get the puck out of the corner with a meter half radius, get the puck out. So we've got the corner infringement and then ref timeout. That's why the watch is stopped. Let's see what the refs are deciding what's going to happen here. South Africa hard on attack and intercepted by Colombia, swimming straight back into their corner and keeping the puck into that corner. Just trying to get their players in position. That's what you usually do. Slow the game down. Your opposition is coming hard at you and you need to regroup. South Africa and Colombia are obviously always been good games to watch, as we have the infringement standing. South Africa on the attack against Colombia. You need to stay here goals. Let's see if we can score another goal against Colombia. All the players are down. Some beautiful hockey being shown here. Lovely. Thank you very much for Mark de Villiers here next to me, helping me out with the camera work. It's always good to see South Africans participating, and as you know, Michael de Villiers being the assistant tournament ref, very proud of Mark, making South Africa proud. South Africa still on the attack here. Colombia did very well to get South Africa back on the back foot as we are in the middle of the pool. Colombia rolling forward with South Africa, trying to get on the puck, trying to put pressure on Colombia with good play here by the Colombian girl, swimming straight through the middle, good body position as she's low down, swims underneath the South African player. South African player had to go up, and Colombia on the attack. Beautiful play here by South Africa again. Well, an infringement there against South Africa. That was good play by Colombia. Well done, Colombian girls, from your the position that you were in to swim all the way through the South African team. Now they're on the attack. South Africa needs to regroup with 8 minutes, 59 seconds to go. We've got Colombia playing in black, hard on the attack against the South African players, right in the middle of the pool, out on the 6 meter line. South Africa bodies at the bottom. Beautiful play there by a South African player. Could that be Helen? Yeah, lovely play there by Helen. Staying calm, getting a position, body in the right position, still at the bottom. It looked like Lisa swimming up on the far side of the pool. Lisa being one of our top fin swimmers in South Africa. She's got speed. Good follow-up. Two sisters in this team, Helen van Rijn and Lisa van Rijn. The parents back home can be very proud of their daughters. As we have that Callista Pike. Callista being one of our top players. Beautiful play, Callista. She gets South Africa in a good position. Strong play against the wall here from Colombia and South Africa. And that was looked like number 12. Number 12, Eleanor Cock. Is that an infringement or are they swimming straight through? It can't be. Colombia swimming straight through South Africa. But that was due to infringement, and the players coming up, the ref calling the infringement, Colombia player not hearing it. Seeing, all she saw was the goal box and she swam straight through, but the infringement was called much earlier. Infringement against Colombia. South Africa on the attack in the half, on the right hand side of the pool. Good play there by cluster number 6, as we get number 12 and Eleanor in a position there to attack. Beautiful curl there, swimming a 45 in the front of the goal box on the 6-meter line of Colombia. They should score here unless Colombia get bodies down at the bottom. Let's see what happened. Beautiful. If we can get Mark, if you can help me with the number for the goal, let's see who scored that one. South Africa doing very well. Eleanor, captain of the South African team, scoring, but being a team sport, all the players did very well. They played up against the side of the wall, drew the Colombian players in, and at the right moment, Eleanor broke through straight into the goal box and swam the puck without flicking it away. Well done, Eleanor. Well done, South Africa. The team timeout for South Africa. Right, as we said, one timeout per team, 1 minute timeout. That's why the stopwatch is not running. And then on the 15-second, you will hear the whistle go, and you need to get your players into the substitution box. Only 6 players allowed in the water. Righto, you can see the Colombian captain or the coach talking to the ref, just asking him for some guidance to help his players, saying what they're doing wrong. It's always good to give your team feedback. So the Colombian team looks like they've got, let's see how many players they've got in the water. They've got 6 plus, looks like they've got 3 in the substitution box. And we're getting ready. South Africa up 2-0. One was a penalty goal. The second one was a goal by Eleanor de Kock. South Africa, good start here by South Africa. They're putting, from the kickoff, a lot of pressure on Colombia. Swimming straight to the side of the wall. Colombia intercepts, bringing the puck back. Beautiful curl, staying in the middle. Getting a player into a good position. And another interception here. Again, Eleanor. Beautiful play there, Eleanor. And this, bringing the puck to the side. Putting a lot of pressure on Colombia as Colombia need to get bodies down. I can just see South African players at the bottom. Colombia bringing 2-3 players. There they are. Colombia getting into position. Swimming the puck into the corner. And South Africa just need to keep the puck there, stay down, and the opportunity will come. Beautiful play here from South Africa. Ref getting into a very good position there. As you can see, the ref's usually in the triangle. So they the one ref at the back of the attacking team for any breakaway from the defending team, and then 2 on the side, looking very closely. They're not above the players. You can see the refs in this pool here. The refs have got excellent visibility, so they can be a bit far out of the game with this visibility they got. As you can see, the ref down here on your right hand side of the pool, he's in an excellent position, flowing up and down, swimming up and down. His goggles are always watching. South Africa hard on the attack. How Colombia kept that puck out of the goal, I'm not sure. Infringement against, let's see, infringement against, stick infringement against South Africa. South Africa had 3 players on the goal of Colombia, and by some other way, that puck was kept out. Well done, Colombia. In Sheffield, outside, we've got real English weather, but inside the pool, it's fantastic. On my screen here, I can see Marine Craft getting into position to defend the right-hand side. And good, yeah, lovely. Just not low down enough. And that is number 7. A beautiful play there from the 7, Keandra Langston, the sister of Olivia. The other 2 sisters, as I said, we've got Lisa and Helen and Keandra and Langston in the team. Infringement called, stick infringement with Colombia being hard on the attack. Somebody gets warned here. The call gets reviewed and it's get changed to infringement against South Africa, probably due to the advantage that the ref was calling. South Africa need to be careful here as we have Colombia strong in the attack. Good body position of the Colombian players going down, supporting the player with the puck. Lovely puck coming out to the left-hand side of the pool, and the Colombian capitalizes on nobody there defending, putting a lot of pressure on South Africa on the goal box. South Africa defending hard. Was that Callista bringing the puck out there? Ilana Murray, he was there down at the bottom. It's a bit far away from the camera there for my eyes. Excellent defending there from South Africa. Quick substitution taking place. Getting fresh legs in as we need to keep the Colombians out. The Colombians will not take this sitting down. They want to get a goal before the end of this first half and put them on an attacking position as the second half starts. 3-0, 2-0 for South Africa, 2 minutes 53 seconds going. Colombians 4 players down, swimming hard down the middle of the pool on the attack on the 6 meter and the 3 meter, and South Africa get the puck, get the stick on the puck, swim it out. Colombia comes back at the bottom on the right hand side of the South African goal box. Beautiful play here from Colombia. Let's see if that is. It's an infringement against a penalty. Infringement against the African player. It's a penalty against South Africa for infringement in the 3 meter area. So we've got 2 players of Colombia who will be taking the puck and 1 defending player from South Africa defending. I'll try and see if I can get you the name of the defending player. If Mark was here, he's got very good eyes. He could have told me who was defending for South Africa, and down we go. Colombia hard on the attack into the back of the goal box. Yeah, goal scored. It looked like Callista defending. Very difficult to defend a goal. 2 against 1, and even more difficult to defend a goal in a 3 meter pool with 2 players against 1 player. Well, as I said, the infringement is in the 3 meter area, and according to the rules, it would have been a goal, but they're not 100% sure. So by making 100% sure, they give a penalty. That just rounds it off. 3-2-1, good position. Colombia is in. And they wanted to score desperately, and they put lots of pressure on South Africa. Team timeout. Colombia calling their team timeout. South Africa's had theirs. South Africa playing Colombia. South Africa black. Colombia white. 2-1. Very tight game. Watch stop. 2 minutes 18 seconds to go. So far, even walking in the streets here in Sheffield, good for the players just to see another part of the world. While you're playing sport, you make friends, you see the world. It's a fantastic opportunity and a big privilege to be part of this South African group of players in Sheffield. I must say the people in Sheffield very friendly. Great to be excellent old cathedrals and buildings, which the players are really appreciating. Right, and off we go. 2 minutes to go in this first half. Colombia gets the pucks from straight down the middle. South Africa defending, taking the puck to the sides. Colombia still on the attack. Bodies at the bottom. 4 against 4 at the bottom here. A lot of players down. From my side of the pool, it just looks like Colombia's really got possession of the puck. Good play here by the South African left-hand player. Was that Keandra? Intercepting. Unfortunately, infringement against South Africa on the 6 meter line in the middle of the pool. A lot of pressure here on South Africa with 1 minute 30 seconds to go. South Africa need to just to calm down a bit, see if they can't get the puck out to the side of the pool, get away from your goal box. As we see Colombia going down, 4 down at the bottom against South Africa. All the players down. Excellent play from South Africa, taking the puck to the side of the pool, into the far side of the corner. Your right-hand side, South Africa's left-hand side, as they swim it straight up the side of the pool, underneath the substitution box, and they keep it going with 1 minute to go. Come on, South Africa, keep it going. Colombia are not going to allow South Africa to score easily from this position. They know if they 3-1 down, it's going to be very difficult to come back. We have them on the halfway mark as Africa work it up, keep working it up on the side of the pool, rolling it with a lot of pressure here on Colombia. And fortunately for them, South Africa making an infringement on the attack with 1 minute to go, 30 seconds to go, 30 seconds to go in the first half. I can imagine what Jean Best is feeling like. Very nervous as she's the coach in the water for South Africa, her first Worlds as under 24 coach. Right, and off they go. Colombia on the attack with 20 seconds to go. Let's see if South Africa can just consolidate, get the stick on the puck and make sure we don't get Colombia on the roll. Colombia coming out, playing a little bit backwards, and infringement. That will be the first half. We've got 1 second to go. First half, and the halves are 3 minutes. Gives the coach just time to talk, gives the head coach time to talk, gives the captain time to talk. And on your screen you'll see the sponsors for this fifth age group with myself sitting in the commentating box in a luxury comfortable chair. Unfortunately you can't see Pool B from here, so we got to watch the screen. In front of me is Court A. It looks like, I can't see who's playing, it looks like France playing or somebody playing in front of me. France against, can't see a few guys. The Great Britain playing against Argentina, yeah, women. In Court A. With South Africa playing against Colombia in Court B. And Sheffield with the age groups being changed this year from under 23 to under 24, and then the age restriction from also being changed on the under 19 level, and due to that we haven't got as many teams as we were wanting for, and they're putting a lot of pressure on our tournament organizers. So if it's possible, guys, if you feel like it, sponsor this tournament. Drop it £10 into the funding. I think they're still short £10,000, which is a lot of money for South Africans. With this pool costing £64,000 to rent it from the local municipality. These guys have been working years on end to make this happen, and I can imagine for the last 2-3 weeks or even months they haven't been sleeping to make this possible. Excellent facility that we've got here in Sheffield. Outside it's raining softly, beautiful area that we're in, very safe to walk at night, very clean pathways, lots to do scenery wise. We've been here since Monday evening, so Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, in and out the pool with your training sessions, and then the opportunity to just to go do some sightseeing. With 30 seconds to go before the second half starts, so Africa up 2-1. We're luckily are fortunate enough, probably 4 minutes, 3 minutes, 5 minutes max away from our hotel. We're staying right, we're the closest team staying to the hotel. And tonight we'll be going out to Cosmo again to have a decent dinner. 10 seconds before the second half starts, 3 refs in the water, 1 chief ref on deck. With Pamela McCall, you can see her facing you, looking at the players with Michelle Joyce, number 11, out for this game, as only 10 players can play. So Africa doing very well here, hard on the attack, number 8 getting into position, number 12 Eleanor behind her, number 7 falling in Kendra. Lovely there, lovely play from South Africa, hard on the attack from the kickoff, keeping possession of the puck, beautiful play there, Kendra. Onto the attack on the far side of the screen I'm watching. I've got visibility, I've got my screen showing a top view and the pool at the bottom. South Africa unfortunately lose the puck, and Colombia bringing it out. Good interception back into the back corner of Colombia, rotating, turn, and getting a player into a position where they can attack hard on the goal. Looks like South Africa is attacking hard, very hard, and unfortunately infringement. South Africa were attacking very hard. Stick infringement against South Africa on the goal box of Colombia, and they get called back. Good position to be in. If we can stay there, we can definitely attack and put pressure on Colombia to make mistakes. Down we go. Colombia gets the puck out, swimming into the middle of the pool, bringing it back, curling, turning, and putting the Colombians on the attack here. Good interception by Calista, beautiful play here. Lisa van Rijn swimming straight hard. Roxanne Grenier also trying to put pressure on the South Africa, on the Colombian players. Keandra Marine, all known each other for years, and they know their players in the water. They know exactly where their players are. They know they can trust each other. As a Colombian player in a very good position takes 3 South African players out by a beautiful jinx. Swinging up hard against the side of the wall. South Africa still defending. Colombia all of a sudden, just by swimming hard, 1 meters of pool distance. And infringement, somebody going to get asked to sit on the side of the pool for 1 minute. Let's see who that will be. As the Colombian player was swimming very, very, very hard on the side of the pool. Let's see who that is. Number 12, Eleanor. Yeah. Unfortunately, that happens. South Africa doing very well there. Puck popping out and putting onto the stick of Lisa van Rijn. Number 3, Lana Marie, getting the puck away there from the Colombians. Good interception as Colombia come down the middle. 5 against 6. South Africa only 5 players. A lot of pressure on South Africa as the Colombians keeping possession. Unfortunately, flicking the puck back to the Colombian player, and a South African player was lying there. Number 5, Roxanne Grenier, well done. Number 3 as well, Ilana Marais. Her mother and dad, also well-known South African players, playing underwater hockey for years. Excellent play here from South Africa, intercepting the puck from 2 Colombians, swimming straight down the middle. And we said the youngest player in the team, the lefty, Keandra Langston. Dynamite comes in small packets, and Keandra doing very well there for the South African team. The Colombians are defending furiously, waiting for the Colombians to make a mistake. A lot of pressure here in Colombia, a lot of pressure. South Africa are hard on the attack. And ref call infringement. Unfortunately, stick infringement against South Africa. We were really in a very good position there with Ilana, Meyer, Olivia, Roxanne, all doing very well there, and we've got Marine Graaf and Nicole Smith, all playing their hearts out for their country. Colombia, as we know, never give up. They were defending, and all of a sudden, they just back in South Africa's half here. Down the middle of the pool, they keep the puck. Infringement called against a stick infringement against Colombia, fortunately for South Africa, as the Colombians were in a very good attacking position in the middle of the pool, putting a lot of pressure on South Africa. South Africa need to get back as the Colombians are coming back stronger and stronger. South Africa still 2-1 up with 9 minutes 43 seconds to go. We cannot sit back and watch the Colombians coming at us. South Africa putting a lot of pressure on the far side of the pool there. 3-4 players of South Africa down. I think we're going to score here as South Africa putting the puck comes out. Colombia getting the puck. Excellent Colombia. Beautiful play from Colombia here. As you see substitutions taking place. Infringement against Colombia. That will put South Africa in a very good position. Just calm down, make the right call. There's still lots of time left. Don't underestimate the Colombians. South Africa going down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 players in the goal. 3 South Africans, 3 Colombians. Getting their bodies into a position as when you go down first and you're at the bottom, you've always got the opportunity to take up space. Right, so that was another infringement. Let's see what it is. Early break by Colombia. Team warning against Colombia, early break. That's good for South Africa. As off they go again, the puck gets moved to the middle of the pool on the 6 meter as we go straight down the middle. Excellent play from Colombia, getting the puck out. Oh, beautiful, beautiful play from Colombia. Ah, she got that puck. Was a miracle as she swims straight down the middle. Beautiful play, Colombia. Lovely. Doing a curl, getting the puck underneath her body, protecting it, not giving it away. A lot of pressure here on South Africa as the Colombians were defending, and all of a sudden, just by a good hard swim and a good breakaway and keeping possession, they get momentum going. Lovely, Kendra. 3 player against 1. South Africa hasn't got a chance. 3 against 1. 3 Colombians, 1 South African. The Colombians get the puck and off they go down the middle. Excellent play from Colombia. South Africa needs to defend here as we've got the Colombians hard on attack with 2 players behind the Colombian attacker waiting for the puck to come. Saved by the ref there. Thank you, ref. As the ref sees an infringement and calls the Colombians back with 6 players from South Africa in the water, 6 from Colombia. We've had 1 player from South Africa sitting out with 7 minutes to go, 2-1. South Africa's got the advantage. Colombia was hard on the attack, and fortunately for us, infringement with number 3, Alana Marais swimming hard. Callista right on her back, trying to get momentum going, trying to flip and get the Colombians on defense to make a mistake and then to capitalize on it. Unfortunately for South Africa, infringement. I couldn't see the call. Infringement against South Africa on the halfway, on the far side of the pool. No score in the second half. Both teams have had opportunities to score. South Africa need to defend here. Colombia playing in white. As you know, for all of us, very, very difficult to come under the financial conditions that we're in, but always a privilege of making a plan. And for each and every player being here, each and every parent supporting their kids, all the sponsors, thank you for making it possible. As we have Helen van Rijn, one of our top players, making space. Beautiful player, Helen to number 3, which is Ilana, just not getting the puck going forward. And number 6, Callista. Callista, you've got 2 brothers, Zinzan and Taran, who've also been playing for years. Unfortunately, they now moved on. And we'll be training for elites that will be taking place next year. Beautiful play here, beautiful turn, beautiful protection. Helen swimming down the side. We're on the attack. Girls, keep going. We're trying to make a plan as the Colombians just closing up. South Africa then turning, going into the middle, bringing it out to the side for the wing. Back into the middle of the pool. Colombia intercepting. 3-4 players from Colombia going. And the same player as just now. Doing very well for Colombia. Excellent play, Colombia. South Africa need to try and eliminate that player from Colombia. Doing very well there, Colombia. As you can see, they were just waiting patiently, and when the opportunity came, intercepted and swam hard back into the South African half. South Africa on the attack again. And the Colombians just allowing the South Africans, forcing them into the far side corner of the pool, far away from the South African substitution box. As the South African players go down, Colombians rotating the puck against the wall. South Africa bringing it out. As we see infringement here against Against who? Let's see. Against Colombia, which is good for South Africa. With 4 minutes to go, South Africa hard on the attack. South Africa playing black against Colombia white. 2-1. 4 minutes to go. Sheffield, Porch Pool. Beautiful visibility, beautiful quality. What a privilege to be here as South Africans swim past the front of the goal box of Colombia. Colombia not allowing the players any space, and South Africa coming back again. Very difficult to score against these Colombians. They're a well-oiled machine, protecting that puck, turning, getting bodies down. These Colombians play excellent hockey. With South Africa still leading 2-1, it would be good if we could score now. With 3 minutes to go, as the infringement made against South Africa allows Colombia to capitalize on that, attack hard on the side of the pool. Colombia taking the puck back, and unfortunately for Colombia, their player flicking the puck away, putting Calista in a very good position as she swims down the far side of the pool with Eleanor right behind, and the puck gets taken off by the Colombian just for a short second. And again, the Colombians doing very well there. South Africa allowing the Colombians onto the puck. Fortunately for infringement, stick infringement against Colombia. Well done, Colombia. Let's go South Africa. Let's see if we can get the Colombians in the back foot. And Colombia calls a team timeout. Team timeout what? Ja, let's talk a bit of Afrikaans. Dankie julle vir julle ondersteuning. Soos ek gesê het, ek wens julle almal kon hier wees. Het is baie lekker om in Engeland te wees. Ek weet die Worlds was hier in 2006 gewees, vir julle wat hier was in 2006. En nou kyk, julle kry seker goeie heimwee en goeie herinneringe. Dit is my eerste keer hier so in Ponds Forge Pool. Is regtig 'n fantastische faciliteit. Absoluut wonderlik. Right, met 10 secondes oor van die team timeout wat wit geroep het. Kom ons skakel oor na Engels. Right, guys, are we back live again? It's 5 seconds, 4 seconds to go with what? Timeout. 2 minutes, 42 seconds to go in the game. After this, we'll still have South Africa men playing Turkey, men playing New Zealand, women playing Netherlands, women playing France. So we've got lots of hockey, lots of time back home to watch hockey. We know it's very difficult. Most of you guys are working back home, but we appreciate your support. Tomorrow being Saturday and then Sunday, you can watch hockey the whole day. Beautiful coverage we're getting here, and for the people showing us what can be done with hockey. And good camera work here, and we're very grateful for them for making this possible. South Africa on the attack on the far side of the pool, down the bottom, Colombia taking the puck out into the corner, South Africa getting it out, trying to swing it wide, taking it back. Yeah, beautiful play here from Helen and Eleanor, knowing each other for years. Come on guys, Eleanor getting into a position, and we've got number 7 Canberra, number 10 Marine. Come on girls. Excellent play here. Again from Calista, just pushing the puck through underneath her body. And Colombia getting the puck, swimming down the side of the pool here, and again, excellent play. This player from Colombia, can you see a number there? She's excellent. Do not judge a person by their size. As this lady from Colombia is playing excellent hockey. When she gets the puck, she swims straight through South Africa. Colombia hard on the attack, straight down the middle, putting a lot of pressure on South Africa with 1 minute, 30 seconds to go. South Africa needs to get the puck out, and let's see what's going to happen here. That looks like a goal. Yes, goal against South Africa. 2-all with 1 minute, 10 seconds to go. I will definitely congratulate that girl from Colombia when I see her. She is really instrumental in the Colombians' attack. She is now the fourth time that she really made up space underneath the water. Well done, Colombia. The black team timeout. Jean calls a team timeout. Well done, Jean. With 57 seconds to go in the game, we need to score here, South Africa. Colombia. South Africa had momentum quite a few times but could never capitalize and finish it off. Well, you saw what happened in that one with Colombia, also capitalizing and finishing off. They did not allow South Africa when they were in the back foot to get into a position to counter it. And due to that, keeping the pressure, South African falling back. It was just one result and a goal for Colombia. Right, guys, back home, you need to start shouting and supporting your team. Refs are ready. Game to start, 57 seconds left. Let's see what June whispered in their ear. Some other magic potion and their water bottles just to get them back. This is going to be very tight. Last 40 seconds, nerve-wracking as South Africa need to keep momentum, keep possession. South Africa on the attack. Just don't let that one lady from Colombia get the puck again. Fortunately for South Africa, it is infringement. And as you can see, the stopwatch stops in the last 2 minutes for infringements except for a goal. And infringement against Colombia, and one player gets asked to sit on the side of the pool, and she will not get into the water again, as there's only 33 seconds left. As the stopwatch will start as soon as the buzzer goes, 32 seconds left. South Africa, all the players down, beautiful view from the top. South Africa are really needing to score here and capitalize with 6 against 5. Down the middle, Colombia defending. South Africa can stay down. All the players can stay down because only 10 seconds left, and South Africa should score here with 3 against 2 here on the goal box. Beautiful view that I've got here. Unfortunately, the ref stopped the game. Let's see what that was for. 8 seconds left. Come on, South Africa. 8 seconds left. 6 against 5. If you go down now, South Africa stay down. South Africa on the attack on the goal box of Colombia. And 6 seconds. Well done, Colombia. South Africa turns the puck back into the inside. They're going to score here. Come on, South Africa. Colombia, let's see what it is. Well done, Colombia. Good defending. That's it. Game, set and match. 2-0. South Africa going into the second half, 2-1. And with a good breakaway with 1 minute, 30 seconds to go, Colombia make the score 2-0. Thank you very much.